So this is a bit of a different video. I've done a couple of videos already. We're talking about the conditions that I commonly see, which are macular degeneration and diabetes. I commonly do injections and central serous chorioretinopathy. So CSC, they're the most common conditions that I see. So where did I train? I'm originally from Adelaide. I went through the University of Adelaide, and I'm still quite a proud South Australian, although I've lived in Sydney for more than 20 years. I did my ophthalmology training in Sydney. So I did that at the University of New South Wales. I was part of the Royal Australian New Zealand College of Ophthalmology accredited training program. And I worked at Randwick and the associated hospitals from the University of New South Wales. I actually then undertook a couple of extra years. I went to Moorfields Eye Hospital in London and studied Retina, and I spent 2 years studying it there, and then I went to the University of California in Los Angeles and did 1 more year studying over there, also in Retina as well. And Retina really is my, macular and Retina is my special interest now. Ophthalmology was something I just fell into, to be honest. I didn't really always plan to do it. I really actually just wanted to go and do my elective in South Africa, in Cape Town. When I tried to organise my elective, they said everything is full. A critical queue at the hospital there. The only 2 choices you can do would be palliative care or ophthalmology. And so I chose to do ophthalmology. Now, I had read Fred Hollows' autobiography just about that time, and so I was actually pretty excited to get that opportunity. And then when I went over there, I totally loved it. And I was unsure whether I loved ophthalmology because I was just in another country and having a great time, or whether it really was the career for me. And so I went back there again and did 6 months more after I'd qualified through medical school. So I went and did 6 months more, and then once again I absolutely loved it and found that ophthalmology is the thing that was for me. And if there was one experience that really encapsulates why I loved ophthalmology, it was I went on this rural trip. We went about 10 hours from Cape Town to this rural, remote, mountainous region right on the border of South Africa. And all of these very poor people from over the border in another country came in, from Lesotho, walked in, and they were completely blind. And they came in basically with a child who would walk with them, who would guide them in. They were amazingly beautifully dressed, very proud people, and we did cataract surgery for them, and then the next day when they took off their patch they could see again. For many of them, perhaps it was the first time they'd seen their grandchildren before, certainly the first time they'd seen clearly for a long time. And it was this life-changing moment where we went, wow, what a lovely career to be able to be part of. And then from then on, I signed up to do ophthalmology, which was about another 10 years of study, which was annoying, but it's been a really lovely journey. Then the next question is, why did I choose to do Retina? And I chose that because it's the most interesting, I'm a bit biased, but I think it's the most interesting part of ophthalmology. There are so many new areas coming out within the field of Retina, and we're able to really make a massive difference to people's lives. I think I've alluded to this in some of the other videos about the conditions that we get fantastic results for people, where people can be losing vision and we can get it back. And it's a very, very satisfying area to be involved in. It really was that I felt strongly I wanted to bring together the best technology and the best doctors to give the best results for the patients. And to do that wasn't straightforward. We needed to get a group of doctors together to be able to support us being able to buy the best technology. And I also really wanted to get people who were just highly skilled and highly ethical. And, that's my goal. So hopefully your experience when you come here, whichever the doctors you see, they are all fantastic. And our goal is that when you leave, that everything has been done to try and get you the best visual outcome and to keep you happy and make you understand the process as well. So that's our goal. In terms of my family, I live here in the Northern Beaches. I live in Curl. I'm married. I've got 2 boys. They are wonderful creatures, as is my lovely wife. I like, on the weekends, I tend to go surfing pretty regularly, so I hope to go surfing once or twice a week. and we've just bought a caravan. So we take the kids camping and caravanning through New South Wales at the moment and further afield into the future. I hope that gives you a bit of background, and I hope that your experience here in this practice is really positive. If you have any concerns or questions, please contact me directly. I'm certainly, especially if there are any concerns you have, please let me know. I want to make sure that your experience is all good. Okay, thanks a lot.